Hey guys, it's Kelly Robinson with Pana Knows. It is the last day of the year in 2019, and I wanted to talk to you about the top 10 things that I learned in 2019. And I am going to be reading from a list, but I just want to make sure that I cover them all. So number one is to be myself, really important. Say what I mean, make sure that people understand my philosophy and what I'm trying to do here, but really speak my mind, right? Not worry so much about how I look, focus on the message. That was something that definitely came out of this year that had not been kind of part of my life before. Number two, have a plan. So I was put in a tough position this year. Luckily, I already had a plan, right? Pretty amazing. And things change, right? So even though I had a plan, things change. My business ended up not being what I had gone to market with. I went to market wanting to do strategic recruitment operations, coaching and training, talent acquisition function, and talent acquisition leadership, which I did and still do. But everyone kept saying, can you do my recruiting? So instead of saying no, I said yes and figure out how to do it and build a team. So always have a plan and a backup plan. Really important, right? Always be thinking. Number three, bite off more than I can chew. Keep pushing myself, keep setting harder goals, keep kind of pushing the boundaries on things. That's where you're challenged and you feel rewarded. Really important to do. Number four, say yes before no. So our initial instinct when someone says, can you do this or will you do this, is always like, I don't think so. Instead of that, say yes. Just like the recruiting piece. People wanted me to do the recruiting. I said no. I eventually said yes. And my business that was in August, right? And things have really worked out well for me in that. And I'm getting referrals left and right from people. So it's awesome. Number five, do what I fear. So step out and do things even way beyond what I can imagine. So get out of your comfort zone, right? I'm always stuck in this comfort zone my entire career. And now being on my own, I can push myself past those limits because I'm not in this little box of what someone else wants me to do. So I've been really pushing myself, doing videos and things like that. I've been writing a lot. I'm working on a book. I mean, like some pretty cool things. I've got a lot of patents. I've started 2 companies. I mean, awesome stuff, right? Lots of video series. So do whatever you fear, step out and start doing things that'll help you grow. Number 6, seek to understand. So instead of, no, that's not how we do things, or no, that's just not the way I'm going to do it. Try to understand first what someone's thoughts or opinions are, but also seek to understand the need, right? So if you're talking to a client and they need something, instead of just thinking like, let me just tell you how we do it, why don't you try to understand first really what they want, what they need, because you can more than likely, really customize something for them, right? Number 7, empower others. So important to empower others. This is something I've been learning for a long time, but especially now where my leadership style is to be engaged, but not smothering and not hands-on. Anyone that's worked with me knows I can't, that's very difficult for me. If I have to do a lot of follow-up with my team, it doesn't work for me. So I don't have time and I don't work like that. I like to hire adults and let them do their own thing, right? Let them run their own little businesses. So it's really important to empower people. So if they need tools, whatever they need, give it to them. I have learned about so many tools in recruiting this year and have purchased them and used them, and they're phenomenal. And I've never used them in my career before because I was always constricted with not really being able to do that, right? No budget, not being able to kind of empower the team. And so this is amazing where it's my decision. I'm going to empower the team. I'm going to give them the support and the tools that they need to just take off and run, and they're amazing. 8, always do the right thing. Sometimes you're not going to be treated well in life. Sometimes people are going to promise you things and then bail on those promises. That's life, right? No, not many people care in business is the truth, right? So, and people that you think care about you don't, right? I learned this the hard way too. So that doesn't matter. Always do the right thing. So for me, I don't walk around going, oh my gosh, I got screwed big time. I'm going to not trust anyone and I'm going to screw them too. Not how I think, not how you want to work. Always do the right thing, right? Karma's a bitch. So the better person will always come out on top, right? And that's obvious. Number 9, it's okay to walk away from things that weren't working. So I had an experience this year where I took on a client, and I had worked with these folks before in my past life, and I was really excited, and it was the same people, but a new company, right? So different whole philosophy, different mindset, everything. And it just wasn't working well, right, for my team. And it wasn't a good situation, and we had tried and tried and tried. And I said, you know what? I gotta walk away, right? At some point you have to walk away. And that's okay, right? So know when to walk away. And number 10, set goals that I can achieve. So I've set goals, and it's important to know that I can get there, right? So some of them are really lofty, but I have to have my mindset around, I'm gonna get them, right? I'm not just gonna go and write random goals that I know are like a true stretch that I probably can't ever do or won't ever do. I'm gonna write goals that I know I am going to work on achieving, even if they're really lofty and hard. It's really important. Those are really important to me. So make sure that you do that, because when you do that, when you achieve them, it's so rewarding, especially if they're really challenging, and especially if they scare you a bit. Those are the ones that are the best ones. So all the best in 2020. I hope you find these tips valuable. I'm sorry this message is so long. It's so much longer than my normal ones, but I wanted to give you my top 10 lessons for me of 2019 in hopes that I can help you. Happy New Year.